Hey everyone, I'm out here today in the Olympic Mountains doing the Tubal Cain Trail. It's 18 point something, we'll call it 19, out and back trail, like I said, here on the kind of the eastern side of the Olympic Mountains. Fairly easy hike. Wasn't for the last mile and a half getting here to Buckley Lake that the elevation really picked up. It was kind of just a nice, steady, no switchbacks, just nice climb. Like I said, getting down here into the lake, it's still a pretty steep hike. A lot cooler than I thought. There's a strong chance of rain. I'm going to try for 2 nights, but we'll see. Set up for the night, so we're definitely going to have 1 night in. It's supposed to be 90% rain tomorrow, so we should have to play it by ear, but hoping to make it work. It's a lot colder. I had to set up a little bit away from the lake because that wind coming off it was pretty strong. Oh, there goes my water bottle. Nothing like spending 10 minutes filtering water, only to have the whole thing dump over and empty out. Good thing I'm right by this lake. Beautiful, beautiful lake. Nestled here in this valley. Fed off of glacial streams. It's gonna be a good night. Like I was saying before, the water dumped over. Getting set up for dinner. It's a little after 5:30. Want to get dinner made and get set up in the hammock. Start getting warm before the rain starts, and settle in for the night. Tonight I'm having the chicken and dumplings from Mountain House. It's my absolute favorite thing they make. There's times at home that I crave it. Then I wonder, it's probably one of those things where it only tastes good when you're out on the trail, because everything tastes good after a long day of hiking. I also, for the first time, mixed up some old fashions and put them in this pouch. So I'm going to have a little cocktail with my dinner for the first time tonight. Yeah. I think that's going to have to be a thing I do from now on. You can't beat this view, man. Well, it's a little bit before 7 p.m. I decided to go ahead and crawl into the hammock, try to get warm. My feet got pretty wet earlier crossing the stream, so I need to take off my clothes, my shoes, my socks, and let them start drying. Give them as much time as they can. They probably still won't be dry in the morning, but got to give them as much time as possible. Start warming myself up, get my feet warm. So I've crawled in the hammock. Had a great dinner. Enjoyed that chicken and dumplings, and man, I gotta do the cocktail thing from now on. It's a perfect way to go. Yeah, so I'm just gonna hang out here for a little bit, do a little reading. I brought a couple of books on my phone, and probably call it a night pretty shortly. I'm hoping to get up around 4:30 or 5. We'll see if that actually happens. I'll probably time travel straight to 6 or 7. But if I do get up that early, there's still plenty of light, being this far north. So I'll make some breakfast and have my breakfast from the hammock, as Shug would say, and get packed up and decide what I'm going to do. It all depends on the weather. If it starts raining pretty hard, then like it's supposed to, I suppose it's going to rain straight through to Tuesday. So if I wake up, it's a downpour, I'll get things packed up, start working my way back, and if I can catch a break in the weather or find a spot to set up camp for tomorrow night with a lot of coverage, I may go ahead and stick around and do another night. If not, I'll call it and go back. No big deal. It's still great to get out here. 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights, whatever. Just whatever it takes to get out here. So with that said, I think I'm going to call it a night. Well, it's the next morning. It's probably about 9:15, 9:30. Remember that plan to wake her up around 4:30 or 5? Didn't happen. I slept straight through. Ended up sleeping a little over 13 hours. I was woken a couple times in the night from the wind and the rain. Kicked up pretty strong. So when I woke up at 8:30, figured, so I didn't hear any rain, It's starting to sprinkle again, but I didn't see any rain at the time. Figured it was a good time to break camp before the next wave of the storm came through. Still haven't decided if I'm doing another night. The temperatures dropped way lower than the forecast anticipated. I guess it's around 34, 35 right now. And should have had my top cover and a couple other pieces, but the forecast was saying it was going to be in the 40s, and oh well, we'll see how it goes. I've got the cover on my pack. I've also broken camp, so it's time to hike out of the lake, get back on the trail, and see where the day takes me. Alright, rain's starting to pick up, so taking my pilot. It's a bummer. Oh well. Still had one really good night out. Know a little bit more about this trail. I found a couple other spur trails I'd like to explore next time. So, there's no loss. So, a great night out. And super grateful for it. I don't think I mentioned it earlier when I was breaking camp this morning, but I noticed that a chipmunk had chewed through my smell-proof bareback that I had hung in a tree. So that was a nice little surprise to wake up to. Also, the only people I've seen this morning, there was a couple that stayed nearby the lake last night as well. But other than them, I haven't passed a soul this morning, and I'm almost done with the trail. It's been nice.